Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. It is Saturday evening, May 22nd, Saturday of the May long weekend, at least for those of us in Canada. I know for you in the US, your long weekend's not for another week yet, but this is Victoria Day weekend here for us in Canada. I haven't really had the weekend off. I work today, off tomorrow when I work Monday. This is my sidekick, my green cheek conure, Percy. His friend, the pearly conure that you can hear bellowing in the next room, is Marley. He's not happy that Percy is separated from him at the moment. Anyway, it is already 8:50 at night. I worked till 7 o'clock at night, and then I grabbed a few groceries at my store, and then headed over to Superstore to pick up a few things that were on my offers there. And yeah, so I thought I would bring you a short grocery haul. I don't know how long Percy will stay with me here. He'll probably take off at some point. He definitely won't talk on command on camera, I don't think. He's just going to be a little shy. But anyway, let me just turn you around. I'll get right to this and I'll show you what I got and a breakdown of everything as far as points and stuff after. Bear with me for about 5 seconds while I turn you around and we'll get started. Okay, Marley has now joined us in the kitchen. You'll probably hear him in the background at some point here. He's on the shelf above me, behind me, watching Percy on my shoulder. So anyway, I'm just going to show you quickly what I got at Sobeys, at my store. I got a bag of cherries. I'm trying to think, how much did I actually spend on those? They were $8.14. That was a little much for cherries, but it's early in the season. And these are California grown cherries. These were $3.99 a pound, I believe. But again, bear in mind, I do have a corporate discount of 10% off the first $150 spent in a week. So that does help as well. Trying to see here. Oh, it looks like, yeah, just I'm glancing quickly at my receipt off to the side here. So even though I spent $8.14, I do have 10% off that, so that's not terrible. I do like it when our Canadian grown cherries, like our BC cherries, or BC is British Columbia, the province of British Columbia on the west coast of Canada. When our BC cherries are ready later in the summer, those are really nice too. But for now, these are US, these are California grown. And I saw a lot of people buying these, bringing them through my till today. So I thought, okay, I know $3.99 a pound is a bit much, but I thought, I'm going to try them. Just, it's summer when corn on the cob and cherries are in the store, basically. Store brand at Sobeys, one of the store brands there is Compliments. And so I got 2 loaves of white bread. That's usually what I use for my sandwiches and toast. I believe they were $2.09 a loaf, but if you bought them in quantities of 2, they were $1.69 each. So I bought one to have in my bread box and one to put in the freezer. Bananas, I got a bundle of those. We were out. Marley is very loud back here. I can't talk. Bananas, not bananas. Bananas are a little bit more per pound than they are at Superstore. However, they're not on my offers at Superstore currently. And if I could buy them at my work at Sobeys, then even though they're a bit more per pound, the 10% discount will bring them down to a more comparable price to what I would have paid at Superstore. Now, if they go on my offers at Superstore this next week, then I'll get them there next time. And then on the way out, I don't do this very often, but on the way out, I did buy 2 lottery tickets, one for Lotto Max and one for Lotto 649. That was $10 right there. The jackpot on the Lotto Max especially is like 60 million. It's quite high. I don't normally because it's basically gambling and stuff. And so I always have this moral dilemma as a Christian, whether or not that's a good thing to do. But, it's a once in a while thing. And I mean, I've never won anything more than a free play. But, I just decided on the way out. They served me up a customer service anyway, which is where you buy the lottery tickets. So I caved and said, okay, all right, I'll do that too. So basically, I just bought cherries, bananas, 2 lottery tickets, and 2 loaves of bread. So you can see I got 1 reward for every $20 spent because I only spent just over $20, and my employee discount was $1.49. Not very much, but I mean it all adds up. It all helps, right? So I spent a grand total of $22.77, and that earned me 1 air mile because again, typically air miles are 1 per $20 spent, except for things that are on special air miles promotions where sometimes there's bonus air miles to be had on products, but none of these fell into that category. So I'm currently sitting at 906 cash miles, not including the 1 mile I earned tonight. It takes a little while for the Air Miles app to update with any points that you earn, usually a couple weeks. So I spent $22.77 at Sobeys, and then I moved on to Superstore. And I decided, this time instead of buying Tide Pods for laundry, I decided to get some liquid laundry detergent. And there are a couple different brands were on sale, and I went with the Sunlight. Trying to think here if I can find it just quickly on the sheet how much it was. I should be, oh there it is, $8.97 limited to normally $10.98 each. So they're on sale, $2 off each. There was a couple of other kinds, I think Tide and one other kind that were the same size as this. These are 4.43 liters, but the Tide, I believe, was more like $9.97. So same size, but $1 more. So I thought, no, I'm just going to get the one that is $1 less. I've used Sunlight before, and I'm perfectly fine with it. Not on my offers, but I simply needed some laundry detergent. Excuse me while I herd these two out of here. Shoo, go. You guys are making too much noise. Bye-bye. They are very, very loud. Okay. Bottled water, they were on my offers. Not the greatest price. They're $2.98. I have seen them cheaper, so I just got one case for the time being to get some points. And then I do have a couple of situations or opportunities coming up. One date this week and one date next week where I have agreed to make a meal for somebody from our church as part of a meal train. And one of the things I'm going to do, I think on Wednesday, I'm taking one to a family and I'm doing a pan of lasagna. So I got two 13x9 cake pans with lids. I can't remember if I have any currently or not in the house. I may have, but these are handy because then you don't have to worry about getting your dishes back. And if I already have one already, that's fine. Another 2-pack won't hurt because I'll probably be helping with the meal train again at some point. So what I'll probably do is make 2 pans of lasagna up on Tuesday. And one of them will be delivered on Wednesday to the family that needs it. And the other one will be for our supper Tuesday night. And for ours, I'll just use one of my regular 9x13 pans. I'm not going to use a disposable one for us because we have a few pans already. That's totally fine. And then I also got a 3-pack of 8-inch square pans with lids, also to use for meal train. I'm not necessarily going to do cakes, but I may make up some muffins and throw some cookies in, you know, just like a little mixture of baked goods or whatever. And again, the idea is that way I don't have to worry. If somebody does want to return it to me and it comes back, great, but it's not a big issue if it doesn't. And then I got 2 containers, 2 large rectangle containers. I believe they were $4.48, I want to say. Oh, $5.48, my mistake. Okay, well, I think the 9x13 pans, according to my receipt, were $4.98, and the square cake pans were $3.98, and then this rectangle containers were $5.48. And what I'm doing the following Monday for the family that I'm taking a meal to is I'm planning on doing a container of taco soup, and I thought that maybe this would be a good container to put that in. Actually, it's not a family, it's a single lady, and so I thought that might be a good size container to use for her meal, and then use one of these other cake pans to maybe put some treats or goodies in for her as well. So, and then that will still leave me with one more large rectangle containers, what they are. And so if I give one to her, that'll leave me with one to use for leftovers here, or if I want to put a freezer meal of some sort or some leftovers or something into the freezer. For our meal of lasagna and for the meal train meal of lasagna, I bought 2 garlic bread, one for each meal, one for them, one for us. They were cheaper. They were $3 each if you bought in quantities of 2, so that's perfect. I'm making 2 lasagnas, so 2 garlic breads. Perfect. Not going to worry about doing a bread or a garlic bread or anything on the side for the meal for next Monday yet, because that's a full week away. I haven't decided what I'm doing on that yet. Red grapes. Grapes are not currently on my offers. Sometimes they are, but we just don't have any grapes in the house. 1 can of Unico brand Pinto Beans. If you remember from one of my previous hauls, I think last week, I bought 2 cans of pinto beans. The recipe for taco soup calls for 3, but I cannot speak. I'm sorry. The pinto beans were on sale last week, and there was a limit of 2, but I need 3 for my recipe. So I bought 2 at that time, and tonight I just bought 1 because the sale is off, and it was not the greatest price per can. Like, it's back to regular price, whatever that is. So that's fine. So I just bought 1 now. I have enough that I need to make that taco soup a week from now. No Name cheese is now on my offers. I have already bought 2 blocks, and I was going to use those for the 2 lasagnas this week. But in the meantime, we were going to make homemade pizza one of these nights. Initially, we were going to make it last night. That didn't happen for various reasons. And then toyed with the idea of doing it tonight. Didn't happen. So probably tomorrow, I'm thinking. But if I only have 2 blocks of cheese and I need 1 each for the 2 pans of lasagna, then I still need 1 for pizza. So I bought 1 extra block tonight. That way I'll have enough for the pizza, and the other 2 blocks can be just for the 2 pans of lasagna. And again, the No Name cheese was on my offers. Colgate products were on my offers. These tubes of toothpaste were 87 cents each. I noticed in my breakdown of points on my receipt, I did not get my points for them. I think it was so many points per $4 spent, and so I bought 5, and at 87 cents each, that brought me to $4.35. And so I would have had enough to get the points I needed for that $4, but for whatever reason, you know, every so often the computer glitches and it just doesn't work. So I've already submitted a points inquiry, and I've already gotten an email saying that they've awarded me the missing points, so we're good now. I think it was 800 points, I believe. Ivory soap bars. This is a 10-pack. If you remember from a previous haul not too long ago, I bought 2 10-packs. They were on sale because we needed some bars of soap. They're not on sale currently, and the only reason I bought them again to buy another 10 bars of soap was because they're on my offers. So now we have a grand total of 30 bars of soap in the house, and I'm pretty sure we don't need to buy any more for some time now to come. So that's fine. I did get points on those. Meat was not something I was planning on buying, but I got suckered in by a sale. I forget how much it was supposed to be for these steaks per pound, but this package ended up being $19.68, and this one is $20.35. So not too bad. I thought we don't have any propane for our barbecue right now, so they're great on the barbecue, but if not, I will often bake them in the oven. And then I bought a watermelon. They were in the flyer for $4.97, but when I got there, the bin actually said they were $3.87. So I only grabbed the one. There's only 2 of us in this house that really care for watermelon, although sometimes I will slice it up a little bit into little pieces, and our birds do like some of it, but they don't like large amounts of it either, and they really don't need. But so I only bought one. It did say you could buy a limit of 2 at the $3.87 price, but 1 will more than suffice for us. This is actually quite a good size. So let me find the breakdown of points on my receipt for you here. If I can find it, it should say somewhere. Oh, here we go. It says no name blocks of cheese, 1,200 points. 600 points for Ivory body wash, which is the bar soap. And 200 points for the PC Real Canadian bottled water. That is a total of 2,000 points right there. But I should have received 800 points for the Colgate, for the toothpaste. So I got 2,000 points there, spent a grand total of $115.22 at Superstore. And my points breakdown is somewhere down here. It says I didn't redeem anything, earned 2,000 points, which brought me to a closing balance of 129,674 points. And as I said, I realized the 800 points from Colgate were missing, and I've submitted a points inquiry. They've credited the points to my account. So, don't make me do the math on top of my head, but the 129,674 points, add 800 points to that. And so now that means I'm over the 130,000 points mark, which means I now have $130 in PC Optimum points that I can use either in store or at the Superstore gas bar. See, I struggle with open cupboard doors too. I leave them open all the time. So I'm sitting at $130 worth of points that I can use if I so need or so choose. And for Air Miles cash, I'm currently sitting at $90 worth of Air Miles cash. So not too bad. That's where things are right now. Now I just need to get my cheese in the fridge and my steaks in the freezer. And I don't know if there'll be room to put the watermelon in the fridge. My fridge is pretty darn full. But that'll be it for now. I hope you enjoyed this video. I also need to wrap up my lemon loaf I made the other day and get that in the freezer. It's been sitting out on the counter for 2 days. Nobody's had any yet, so I think I'm just going to pop it in the freezer. That is it. I'm just going to put everything away and call it a night. It is 9 o'clock. I worked today till 7. I am done. Tomorrow is a day off, and quite possibly homemade pizza day tomorrow for supper. And I do really, 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 really need to get my little flower bed weeded so I can plant, and my little garden area at the back also weeded out so I can plant. So hopefully on my one and only day off this long weekend, I can get some things done tomorrow. We'll see. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. If you are new here, please do feel to subscribe, leave a comment down below. Please give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and we will see you next time. Hope everybody's having a great weekend, everyone. See you next time.